Hey everyone, DragonMaster here from the House of Eyes, and I'm here with a Galxy-Eyes deck profile. So I've had this deck for like a month or two now, I believe. But and I think it's about time I did a deck profile. So let's go and get started with this. So I run three Galxy-Eyes Photon Dragon as seeing how it is. It's like it's pretty much the same thing with every Galaxy or Photon deck that you run three Galxy-Eyes Photon Dragon. So for those who don't know what he does, there are two ways of summoning him: the special summon effect and the normal summon. Everybody normally goes for the special summon, which the special summon is you can get rid of two monsters with 2,000 or more attack points. Special summon this card. And also, during either player's battle step, when this card battles an opponent's monster, you can target this card is battling, banish both it and this card. Then any banished monster by this effect returns to the field at the end of the battle phase. And also, if it banishes an Xyz monster along with itself, as everyone knows, the Xyz materials go to the grave. And when they come back, Photon Dragon gains 500 attack for each Xyz material gotten rid of by this effect. So that definitely worth running at 3. So next, 3 Galaxy Knight. So Galaxy Knight, which is something you also want to run at 3. So if you're running Photon Dragon at 3, you pretty much gotta run Knight at 3. Which Knight with him, if you have a Galaxy or Photon monster on the field, you can normal summon this without tributing. But he loses 1,000 attack points during the end phase. Also, you get the special summon Photon Dragon from your graveyard. So that's a quick way to get rank 8 out there. Next, I run 2 Galaxy Brave, which for me is kind of best. I kind of like him running him at 2 better. Like online, I've tried running him at 3, but I don't really think he works well at 3. Also, for those who don't know what he does, and if this card is in your hand, you can reveal 1 Photon monster in your hand. Special summon this card. If you do, its level becomes the level of that Photon monster. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can target 1 Galaxy monster in your graveyard. This card's attack and defense become that monster's attack and defense. You can only use this effect of Galaxy Brave once per turn. So, say if I had 1 Photon Dragon in hand and 1 in grave, I can reveal one of my Photon Dragons, special summon this in attack mode, and I can choose Photon Dragon as my graveyard, and he'll gain the attack points of Photon Dragon. So but another way of getting out of rank 8 quickly, and another rank 8 out quickly, and I guess you can say another 3K beater. So I also play 2 Mech Knight Purple Nightfall, which for me, with this deck, I like to go second. I like to go second the most because of the Mech Knights. So with the Mech with Indigo no, not Indigo, on Earth, Nightfall, with Nightfall. So that the only way you can special summon, for those who don't know, the only way you can special summon Mech Knights is if you have 2 cards in a column. So with So this says you can special summon Mech Knight Purple Nightfall once per turn this way, and his effect is you can target one Mech Knight monster you control, banish it until the standby phase of your next turn, and if you do, add one Mech Knight monster from your deck to your hand, except Mech Knight Purple Nightfall. So I guess you can say it's technically. I guess you can technically say it's another Mech Knight Searcher for like Indigo or Blue Sky, or like basically just a Mech Knight Searcher, and it comes back during the standby phase. So another way of getting rank 8s. I run one Indigo Eclipse, and I like Indigo Eclipse because I like to run Indigo Eclipse because I can target one Mech Knight, and I can target one Mech Knight and just move it to another zone. So say if I have a Link monster that's pointing into two areas, and I have like this is in a non-Link zone, but the other Mech Knight is like my Nightfall is in a Link zone, which I could use, but I could use Indigo and move Nightfall. So I find that really useful at times. So I run 3 Galaxy Soldier, which this is obvious, to be honest. 3 Galaxy Soldier, but you can target one other light monster in your hand, send it to the graveyard, special summon this in defense position, and when this card is special summoned, you can target one Galaxy monster from your deck and add it to your hand, and you can only use use this effect of Galaxy Soldier once per turn. So, but I guess like if you have like Photon Dragon and Grave, and you haven't used your normal summon yet, you can use his effects, grab Knight and normal Knight, get your Photon Dragon out. So, and rank 8 there, or you can just, or if you have an Expedition in hand, you can still go for the Knight and normal that Knight, his effect, to bring out Photon Dragon, and use Expedition to go for another Soldier. So I guess there's a way of getting Infinity out there. So I run one Mech Knight Blue Sky. He's pretty much just a Mech Knight Searcher. So that is pretty much just your Mech Knight Searcher, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Yeah, it's just pretty much just a Mech Knight Searcher. So you can use his effect, search for Nightfall and Indigo. So I run one Photon Vanisher. That if I have any, if I control no monsters, I can special summon this. I run him at 1 because I think he's just best at 1 for my build. So also he can't attack if he's not alone. Forgot to mention that. I run 3 Photon Vanisher. Photon Vanisher, you cannot special summon this if you don't control a Galaxy or Photon monster. And so it's just a special summoner. And when he's special summoned, but you can go through your deck and add a Galxy-Eyes Photon Dragon. And but also, if this card is special summoned, add one Galxy-Eyes Photon Dragon from your deck to your hand, and Xyz monster that was special summoned using Using this card on the field as material gains the effect. Banish any monster destroyed by battle with this card. So basically, I'll explain that later. So, but against specific decks, this could be very useful. So, but also, like I said, Photon Dragon Searcher, and sometimes in specific situations, you can that that it's at its best. So you'll need a Photon Dragon in hand as quickly as possible. I run 3 Galaxy Wizard. But with Galaxy Wizard, once per turn, I can either have his level go up by 4, or I can search for a Galaxy card. That I can have 1 Galaxy card from my deck and add it to my hand. But I run 3 Wizard. I know that everybody pretty much runs 3 Wizard. I can use Wizard to search basically for I can search for an expedition. It doesn't say it has to be a monster. It just says 1 Galaxy card. So I can search for Photon Dragon. I can search for Soldier. I can search for anything that's a Galaxy monster. So and I run 2 Photon Orbital. I know there are people that run 3 Orbital, but for me, I like running him at 2. But again, I tried running him at 3 online. I found him a bit bricky. So with Photon Orbital, during the main phase, you can target 1 Photon or Galaxy monster you control. Equip this monster from your hand or field to that target. It gains 500 attack. Also, it cannot be destroyed by battle. You can send this equipped card to the graveyard. Add 1 Photon or Galaxy monster from your deck to your hand, except Photon Orbital. You can only use this effect of Photon Orbital once per turn. So, see if I equipped it to Photon Dragon. Basically, he becomes a 35k beater. But you can use him to search for pretty much any monster that goes through the deck. So you can search anything. So any monster. So I find this really useful too. So that's it for the monsters. Then let's move on to the spells. I run 3 Galaxy Expedition. So with Galaxy Expedition, if you control a level 5 or higher Galaxy or Photon monster, you can activate this, and when you do, you get to special summon a level 5 or higher Galaxy monster. Special summon a level 5 or higher Photon or Galaxy monster. So if you don't have, say if you have, where is he? So if you don't have Soldier in hand, but you have Photon Dragon on the field, you can activate Expedition, special summon your Soldier, and work from there. See what you can do from there. So I know that's what I use it for. I mean, if you don't want to run it at 3, you don't have to, but I do. I run 3 Photon Sanctuary. Photon Sanctuary is pretty much just a free special summon of Photon Dragon or a free Link summon for whatever you have in the extra deck. So Also, you can't special summon anything except light monsters after you activate this. Also, by the way, these tokens are special summoned in defense mode. Also, these tokens cannot attack or be used as synchro materials, but you can still use them as link materials. So next spell, I run 3 trade-in that basically, so it's just for draw power. So basically, if you have Galaxy Brave, Nightfall, Photon Dragon, Knight, basically any of the level 8s, just use this trade-in, discard it, draw a chill. If you brick, you use this. You can get really lucky there. I know I have. I run 2 Called by the Grave. That everyone knows what Called by the Grave does. Basically, it's to help stop hand traps. So if your opponent were to ash your Galaxy Soldier, that you can just use your Called by the Grave. Like if they have a second one in there, just banish the other one, and you'll still get your search. So just helps for hand traps. I run 1 reinforcement of the army. So say if I have a good hand, but I need a photon banisher to complete my hand for just the perfect hand. But say if I only have Thrasher, I can use reinforcement of the army to search for Vanisher. Then I can special summon Thrasher, then Vanisher's effect to special summon him, that which I find really useful, which is which is definitely worth running. So I run 1 Galaxy Trance. Galaxy Trance, you can pay 2,000 life points, target 1 Galaxy, I think. No, target 1 Photon monster in your graveyard. Special summon both it and 1 Galaxy monster from your deck with the same level, both in defense position. And if you do, each monster's attack becomes 2,000. Also, their effects are negated. You can only activate 1 Galaxy Trance per turn. You cannot normal or special summon monsters during the turn you activate this card, except Photon and Galaxy monsters. So basically, it's just like a last resort type thing. So that's pretty much the only reason I use it. So like if I don't have anything else I can do, but I have Galaxy Trance. So Foolish Burial. But so if I have Galaxy Knight in hand and this, that if I have Galaxy Knight in hand and this, and I have a Photon or Galaxy monster on the field, and I have a Photon, if I don't have a Photon Dragon Engrave, I don't have one there. I can use Foolish Burial. I can just send one there and just normal summon Knight, his effect, Photon Dragon to field, and go for a rank 8 play. Galaxy Zero. It's pretty much a free Monster Reborn for Photon or Galaxy monster. And you special summon it in face of attack position. Also, that when it's brought back with this card, that you cannot activate its effects. Also, it cannot attack. Also, if it would be destroyed by battle, I can destroy this instead, and when it leaves the field, that the monster's attack points become 0. So I guess you can pretty much say that monster can pretty much survive 2 attacks. So if your opponent has, so I'm finding that useful as well at times. So and 1 Monster Reborn. Pretty much bring out anything in any player's graveyard. So that's it for the main deck. Now let's get into the extra deck. I run 2 Galxy-Eyes Soul Flare Dragon. I know there are people that run 3, but for me, I don't like running him at 3. I think he's at his complete best when he's at 2. Also, that also when he's special summoned, you can add a Photon or Galxy-Monster from your graveyard and add it to your hand. Also, during your opponent's main phase, you can discard 1 Photon Dragon or 2 Galaxy or Photon cards, I think. Discard 1 Photon card and 1 Galaxy card or 1 Galxy-Eyes Photon Dragon. Then target 1 special summon monster your opponent controls and destroy it. So that has its times where that can be very useful too. 1 Proxy Dragon. So say if I like I keep saying, if I have just the right hand, I just use 2 monsters, go into proxy, and use the other link zone. To just stop my opponent from going to their extra deck in general. So I run 2 Photon Lord. So Photon Lord, but when he has a Galaxy. No, when he has a Photon card on him as an Exige material, he cannot be destroyed by the opponent's card effect. So if your opponent activates Raigeki, okay, everything else is gone, but not him. Also, when your opponent activates a card effect, you can use the effect of Photon Lord. That there are 2 effects. One is a negating effect, which is a quick effect. And you can stop. But you can negate the activation. Also, if you detach a Galaxy card, but you can also destroy it. So, say if the opponent were to summon, let's show an example. Infinity, and he wanted to try and take one of my monsters. See if I use something to negate the activation. So say if I added an effect veiler, but I added 1 in, but and he tried to use the effect of Infinity to take a monster, to take one of my monsters as an attack mode. Okay, I'll use effect veiler, discard, negate the activation, and see if he used his effect to negate my veiler. I can use Photon Lord to detach 1, negate the activation of of Infinity, and that just negate and destroy. Also, he has a searching effect which can search anything. So I run number 38. I run 1 number 38. Number 38, but 2 level 8s. You can pretty much negate any spell card once. And say if I had this on the field, if I had this and they attack this, well, if I wanted to, I could use his effect and detach 1 and redirect the attack to 38. So I'll run 1 number 107. Number 107 is really good right now. So during the battle phase, I can use this effect, detach 1. He negates everything on both fields, and also when he attacks, if you activate a card effect, also when their effects are negated, all their attack becomes the original attack and defense, and during the battle phase, during the battle phase this turn, that when the effect is activated, each time an opponent's card effect resolves, this card gains 1,000 attack until the end of the battle phase. Also, it can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. So basically, he can just negate anything and attack twice for the activated card effect. So, number 62. Number 62, that basically when he attacks, detach 1 gains 200 attack for every rank on both fields. So I guess you can technically say he's just a big beater. But this is pretty much every Galaxy deck right here. 1 Cypher, 1 Full Armored, 1 Cypher Blade. But this is pretty much right here every Galaxy deck. I know they also run Dark Matter, but I do not have Dark Matter, so I'm not even going to run it. But I'm not going to run it if I don't have it. So right here, that if you've watched many Blue Eyes deck profiles, you already know what these three are for. Nova, Infinity, obvious. The Galaxy Soldier, gotta run Infinity. And the last card in the extra deck, Starleech Photon Blast Dragon. So when you Xyz summon this card, that you can special summon your Photon Dragon that's in your hand. So say if you have an extra Photon Dragon in hand, you Xyz summon this. You can special summon it, and that your opponent cannot target cards, target dragons, cannot target monsters you control with 2,000 or more attack with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Once per turn, quick effect, you can detach 1 Xyz material. Once per opponent's turn, quick effect, detach 1 Xyz material from this card and target 1 Galxy-Eyes Photon Dragon that is banished or in your graveyard. Special summon it. So if your opponent were to banish your Photon Dragon, you can pretty much just use Photon Blast to bring it back. And that is going to be it for the deck profile. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in either me or DragonMaster. We'll see you in the next video. Bye. See you.